Dat is een motor. Het is een paar... Ja, heel simpel hè?
Tally ho, chaps. Actually, just been with a chance.
Let's do this for Carol Shelby.
You will find the source of the River Nile.
Here we are, ladies, at the bowling club.
Ooh, lovely.
Stop. Oh, I am so on board.
The last to arrive will cross into Mexico. Hello, I've accidentally painted a gentleman's sausage on a storm drain.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Top Gear Live Arena, Richard Hammond, James May, and Jeremy Clarkson!
We're back in Amsterdam!
Yes!
And look what we have here. The slowest moving thing on planet Earth is James May live!
We also have, ladies and gentlemen, with fully jointed limbs and realistic hair products, live, Richard Hammond!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to give you, and I do mean give, you can have it. Take him please, the one and only Jeremy Clarkson, live! There he is.
Thank you so much, and look what else we've got. I have motorised our stage from the TV show.
Yes, notice that. What interesting.
People want to see if I can actually do a donut on a stage.
Donut is
Yes! You can!
okay, you proved your
Donut
point.
to stage!
You can stop now.
No, I like it.
I feel sick.
I like it.
He's so dignified, he's not going to get bored, is he?
No, he won't, because he's like a dog, basically.
How long before we actually vomit?
Not about another revolution.
There's no part of this
Ladies
I've
and
enjoyed.
gentlemen, you've just seen, for the first time ever, a donutting stage.
But, second to electric challenge.
Power and speed and...
Jeremy, the ice you're on there, fat, no.
It is a great thing.
But yeah,
Yes,
it doesn't matter. What really matters is that our dribbling dingleberry of a producer agreed with the autocar. He said the eagle-eye thrust hammerhead is rubbish and that we had to try again. But here's the problem. We spent so much money on the original one, we had hardly anything left. So he said we had to build an electric car using discarded appliances from the kitchen.
Yeah, he did. Quite a challenge. We went away and thought about it, and unusually, we three couldn't agree on one thing to do together. So we went our separate ways and came up with an electric car.
They're under these drapes here, and I believe this little one on the end, Hammond, is yours.
Mine is.
Why don't you show the ladies and gentlemen what you've made?
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be amazed.
Behold.
Yeah.
Yeah, now,
I know, it's amazing.
Hammond, what that is an ironing board.
Well, that's part of it. That frames the spine. I call it Teefel Kneefel. Let me talk you through the science. Batteries on board power these food processors. Those are the wheels. You lie on the ironing board here, and then you steer and brake and use the throttle on these irons. It's brilliant.
So it's articulated.
Yes, like a snake. It's brilliant, and I'm going to win.
Hammond, you're going to lose.
And to be honest, mate, you're going to lose a finger. Have you seen this?
Yeah, no, listen, if he's lying on it, he's going to lose something more substantial than a finger.
Well, you say that, I've heard it's very short.
It is quite short, but at least it's thin. Anyway, James, why don't you show us what dreadfully boring thing you've made?
Oh, you will be amazed by this, ladies and gentlemen. I call it the Mediamarkt Missile. What do you think of that?
Not much.
Let me talk you through it. It's very important that we understand the basic principles of the electric car because they are largely misunderstood, and that's why nobody has got it right yet. If we go back to first principles, if we remember the work of the greats like Michael Faraday, we will know
James, a boring noise is coming out of the middle of your face.
Yes, it is. Out of the middle of my face.
Yes.
Look, it's important that you know this stuff because people imagine that electricity is a sort of resource.
James, just tell us what it's made out of and how it works, but briefly, interestingly.
It's made out of washing machines and tumble dryers and has old drums for wheels.
Brilliant, I can understand that.
Yeah, figure that out.
So, how do you operate it? Where are the controls?
Have you never used a washing machine?
No.
No, you haven't, have you? No. Look, it's very simple. Let's say you're going on a journey to the post office, and the post office is 20 minutes away, yeah? You simply set the timer here for 20 minutes. And 20 minutes later you arrive at the post office with clean pants.
Unless, of course, you set the controls wrong, in which case you'd arrive at a tree with brown pants.
Possibly, I suppose. Anyway, let's have a look at yours.
Oh, well, this is just incredible. There's no other word for it. I call it the Dyson Indesit Kenwood AG Dragster. Stephen Hawking himself would struggle to make something this brilliant.
To be fair, Stephen Hawking struggled to build...
He's got a point, actually. If you think about it. Well, because...
Oh, yes. No, he couldn't build it. No, I said that wrong. Anyway, let me tell you how it works, okay? What we've got here are 12 food blenders. They're arranged in a V formation. So it's a V12, if you will. Now, there's a central shaft running to the rear wheels, and if we come round to the back, we'll see there are two turbochargers in the shape of microwave ovens. And that's because the electric motor that powers the turntable in a microwave is the most powerful electric motor in the kitchen.
Is it?
No, I made that up.
Has it got any steering?
Yes, well, a bit. Because at the front, what I've done, you'll love this, I've fitted one of those Dyson ball things. How brilliant is that? I know you're stunned, aren't you? You are literally freezing to death in the icy blast of my excellence.
Well, to be honest, I feel more like I've dangled my danglers in the fetid, tepid pool of your rampant incompetence, you puke-headed old git.
That? Yes, definitely. Can I ask more questions about this, please?
What?
Where are the batteries? Are they...
Aha! The batteries. That is the final layer in my excellence cake.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just a layer of rancid jam in the
Shut up, mate.
Come on.
Shut up.
Come with it.
There are no batteries.
Oh, brilliant. A pedal-powered dragster.
No, listen, okay? Batteries are heavy, so they slow you down, and they go flat all the time, so they have to be recharged. I've therefore got rid of them, and at the back I have fitted and flex.
You total plum sack.
Why?
How
It's
long
brilliant.
is the flex?
How long?
Yes.
50 metres.
No, wait a minute, Hammond. Actually, I think that might be an inspired bit of thinking. Well, I mean, it is provided you don't go to work, go to the shops, go to the cinema, go out to dinner, or go to the clinic more than 50 metres from your house.
Listen, in a drag race with this smooth supply of Dutch electricity, this will cream your tube.
And what makes you think we're doing a drag?
Because it always do a drag.
As you can see, those are 125cc go-karts being driven by members of the Top Gear Live stunt driving team, who have elected, for some reason, to do this not wearing crash helmets.
So they could be kicked in the middle of the face.
As you will shortly see, yes, mind you, if you look at them, couldn't make things much worse, could it?
Right, I was going to say we won't notice.
If we're ready, I suggest you and I stand back, James.
Okay.
We have everything we need to motorise another sport. Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Begin! the hurdles. Already it's looking better. The hurdles rushing towards the athlete. That's spiced it up. He's over. He hasn't kicked him in the face. Hasn't kicked the second one in the face. Takes on the third. Didn't kick him either. That is brilliant.
I'm impressed. You have improved the ancient Olympic sport of hurdling. Well done.
It works. It is improved. But I think we can go a step further by introducing a bigger, faster hurdle. Do you want to see that? Do you want to see a bigger, faster hurdle, ladies and gentlemen? Do you want to see that? Yeah, you do. Trust me, because bring on the hurdle. Let's have a look. You see, what that is a Lamborghini Gallardo. Famous for being soft and comfortable. No, snarly, fast, angry, and with bodywork like razor blades.
Are you sure about this?
No, absolutely not. I'm really not, genuinely. Mind you, look at it this way. Either you are about to witness the birth of an exciting new sport, or watch a man being run over by a Lamborghini. Either way, that is a memory you can take home and cherish. It's unique and special. Right, Paul has asked for silence whilst he does this. This is quite important because it is, well, as you can imagine, incredibly dangerous. So he does need silence to concentrate and get the timing right.
That is a very, very good point. Are we ready to be completely silent, ladies and gentlemen? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Bollocks, come on. Are you going to be silent? Good.
Thank you for your help with that.
Shut up, James.
Good. Right, well, we're ready. Paul, are you ready? We're ready too, though we're not doing much. I'm terrified. Right, in 3, 2, 1, begin.
Breathtaking, incredible. Anyway, now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid
I am back and I bring good news.
Really?
Because while you were out here revolutionising the sport of hurdling, I have conceived, designed, engineered and built epic bowling. That means a human needs to go in the ball.
Yes.
And the problem is, I'm too tall.
You mean fat?
Tall.
Fat.
Tall.
Fat. Okay, horizontally tall. Tall, that is your problem.
Whatever.
It's going to be me.
It's going to be you. You're going in. I'm going to be the one. I have it worse. I have to drive the G-Wiz.
Really?
So I'm going to get in there.
So I get in.
You're all going to get in that.
James,
you climb into there. I'm sure you've done it before, and I'll explain to you how it all works. It is, as you correctly observed, a shopping trolley, but with a couple of modifications like this round back, Jess. If you put your hand in front of me here, you will feel something that will be very familiar to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. They are the handlebars, like the handlebars of a bicycle, and they operate the steering. Brilliant! But there is one difference between that steering and the steering on a bicycle.
what?
It doesn't work. I'm sorry about that, but no matter, because underneath your hands you will find, again, like you might on a bicycle, 2 levers, and those are the brakes.
Do they work?
No. I didn't have time to connect them.
What's the point of having them then?
Well, it does give you somewhere quite nice to rest your hands.
Oh, good.
Anyway, don't worry about it. In a minute you will feel a small nudge as Jeremy just comes up behind you in the G-Wiz. He's going to accelerate. I say accelerate, obviously, as a bit of a dramatic word.
Well, that's the G-Wiz there, yeah.
That is it. And then somewhere over there he's going to brake. Then you're on your own. Head for the skittles. Try and get a strike.
Okay.
Hang on a minute. Whoa. Where is the traction control button in here?
There is no traction control on a G-Wiz.
Oh, trust me, Hammond, there is in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for human 10-pin bowling?
Alright, you seem keen.
Also. Okay?
Yeah?
3, 2, 1, and...
That doesn't sound like a G-Wiz. That's not a G-Wiz. I'm doing a million. I'm going to die.
Yes!
What the hell was that? That's not a G-Wiz.
Well, I got muddled up.
Well,
They look very similar.
you could
family audience, and little children would have had to be distressed by watching a small Englishman killed by a stupid ape in a Mustang. Well done, morons.
I think he liked it.
I think he was very happy. Listen, don't get carried away, because listen, I have an important announcement to make, and it would be a shame to spoil the mood.
Would it?
Okay? We have just passed the 10th anniversary of Top Gear. Well, barely a day has gone by, they haven't aged a bit.
We were only 12 when we started.
But here we are, 10 years.
Really? 10 years?
Yeah, well, it's 10 years for happening to me. You may remember you drove too slowly in the first series and didn't get there. So we...
You were a year late, we had to use a fat man as a stand-in.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was just a really long way away.
No, it isn't. Anyway, so it's 10 years of Top Gear and 9 for you. So what we thought we'd do is pull together some highlights, bits and bobs, and then show them to you. So what we've got coming up now is a decade of Top Gear in 4 minutes.
I'm 50 years old. I'm on the side of a street in Sheffield.
We always travel together, so if you don't mind us sticking together.
Morning.
Over on the right, next to...
Sorry.
Than this.
He's the State's Chinese cousin.
Oh, for God's sake!
And? What? What do you think the chances are of it actually working?
It'll work.
It's just that, you know, when we do these big things, they usually end in some sort of massive disaster. What are you two wearing?
I presume at some point there's going to be a simply hideous accident.
Yeah.
It drops away to the ticket. If we pushed his car there, just park it on the edge. I'll just get it right to the edge.
Yeah.
I reckon if we...
No, hang on.
In weather like this, and on scenery like that, holidaying in England, even in a motorhome, does make sense. Is that right? What's that?
first hit, and it is. Here it comes. Right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the England polo team, and now to bring on our opponents. And it is, of course, please give them a rousing welcome, Holland!
See a problem straight away.
Is it these hats?
They're not good.
They're not brilliant, do I look like you?
No, I'm sorry, I have literally no idea how to ride a motorcycle.
Eh?
Well, that's not true, Jerry, because you rode one in Vietnam, didn't you?
That was a Vespa. This has got all levers sticking out of it.
It's not difficult.
Where's the accelerator?
Okay, let me talk you through it. The accelerator is there to twist that throttle.
Right.
That is your clutch, you pull that lever in.
Yeah,
then the gear lever is down there, you operate it with
Why
your
is
foot.
it?
So that you can operate it with your foot.
Why do you operate it with your foot?
Because that's where the gear lever is.
Why is it up?
That's just how it works.
Where's first?
You push it down.
Then what?
Then you let the clutch out and you, like a car, the controls are...
Wait, shh. Going to learn how to ride a bike, ready? Yeah, I got it.
Good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we will play until either the moon-faced producer blows his buzzer or somebody's head is stoved in with a mouse.
Can I just say I've noticed something interesting?
What?
The stick is wearing a microphone pack. Why?
Well, he can't speak.
Can't speak.
Right, just kick off.
We will. That's a good one.
Jeremy, defend.
Hammond. Where's the brake?
It's the right hand on your right foot. There you go, stick his back.
Oh, sorry. That right lever down there. Get the skid!
Ah, the stick's making a huge run for it. Oh no, he's messed it up. Come on, Sticky.
So close, that's on the post, and I think I might go to a back hammer. Yes!
Well, the stick's just running one Sticky Raymond team.
I think I've got a hang of this now. I think
Here comes Ziggy across the middle.
Game over here.
Cross it for a shot.
Cross it, Stick, cross it.
Cross it. Oh, he's...
No, but I'm
What's he doing?
He's not really a team player.
Listen, you must pass it.
No, he hasn't passed it once.
Yes! Come on!
That was teamwork there, Jeremy. You were working together instead of copying us.
Is there anybody from England here, apart from us?
Is that? Oh, I can hear you.
You know, mate, you could have watched this show in London and would have saved you the airfare. Small point. Anyway, look at this. I am that Francis Rossi.
Valentino.
Francis Valentino.
Ah, well, they've started. Look, go Stick.
Oh, it's a messy game.
Stick right in amongst it, though. He's going to make a run. I'm trying to move quickly.
Had a brilliant time here, had a brilliant time last night, out and about. We're off to Belgium now. What? On a bus. So we can get drunk.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm afraid I have to end on a note of health and safety. The problem is, of course, you come here and you see all this very silly driving. But please remember, when you're on the way home, you are driving a lethal weapon. You're on the public roads. So for heaven's sake, I beg of you, please, drive fast.